last week I showed you how to make this circuit, an Astable Multivibrator featuring the NE555 Timer. Also, like I mentioned in last week's video, there is more than one way to make an Astable Multivibrator, and I used the example of the Arduino. But you can also use transistors for the same purpose. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make an Astable Multivibrator with this 2N222A transistor here. Let me give you a bit of a history. When the 2N222 transistor was first invented, it came in a metal can like this. But today, they're also available with plastic caps like this one. I'm going to be using one of these plastic caps. So what I've done here is I've just placed two of my transistors in my breadboard here. And the pinout of these transistors with the flat side facing you is EBC, which means emitter, base, collector. Now you want two capacitors, they're rated as 10 microfarad, and you want to place them like I've done right here. They are electrolytic capacitors, and so like I said last time, they are polarized. Now you want to connect a cable between the negative pin of the first capacitor and the base of the transistor, and then the same thing, the negative part of the second capacitor with the base of the first transistor. Now you want to take two 47 kiloohm resistors and hook one between VCC and the negative lead of each capacitor. Now the power rails in a breadboard usually aren't linked, so you want to take two jumpers and just link them together so you can use both sides. Now there is a special term for this, but I can't recall it at the moment. Next you want to take a 220 ohm resistor and hook it between the negative rail and an open column. Then take an LED, and the color doesn't matter, and hook up the cathode of the LED to the resistor and the anode of the LED to the anode of the electrolytic capacitor. Like so. Now here I am repeating the same steps on the other side of the breadboard for the other capacitor. Then you want to take the emitter of each transistor and connect it to the ground rail. Next you want to use a couple of jumpers and hook the collector of each transistor to the anode of each electrolytic capacitor. Now when I hook up my power supply, you can see that the LEDs start blinking rather rapidly and then gradually slow down. With the lights off, the effect is even better. And that's it. That's basically how you make an Astable Multivibrator with transistors. Like I always say, please like the video as it really helps the channel. Please share it, And most importantly, please subscribe and have a wonderful week.